Today is day 15, March 2023. We will have our conversation quite simple, quite clear, kind of. It's on our effort as independent effort, totally self-sustained since from the very first day until this time. We never consider, obtain, or have any kind of support or payment by an environment that is the object complainant. It's quite simple to get. In the same way, you can't be a victim of organized crime or some risk system if you are related with or if you are part of this system. Quite simple to understand this. You please take a look on risk report 2023 tracemarch.blogspot.com. You observe that the last post is we are having the Euro sarcasm, which is considering all these things, all effort made and all complaints since at least 2014, and criminal behavior unveiled from adaptive in solidarity as a system going on in situation, at least you know where they are as organized crime. And we will have our primary note, as you can't be a victim if you are part of the problem. And we have 3 videos kind of remembering you that we advised you a dozen times you are committing a violation of basic rights, of guarantees. You will probably commit industrial crime, and you perpetrated, very convicted by your intention as criminal intention, trying to scapegoat things, having the advantage by stamps after the simulation and all other issues. We are concerned all the time with the accuracy at this trial, because in Brazil we had not a single event, but a lot of them, including the political murder and a system that has the fusification inside the department, putting the information very, promiscuous or totally worthless. And in general, it's running in a very first moment at the public department as a privilege for public peers on it, even as a political murder. The modification of data goes at the public departments in general as a privilege, I would say, for public chairs related with this scam. But Brazil is not my problem. I have no interest on it, including the citizenship, because it's a criminal system. And peers related with equally treated. And our accomplish, as credit accomplished on U.S. Embassy. First note, suggested to consider have cases about violation of Microsoft and Google. Did you, criminal offender, segmented by the frequency of behavior, geolocation, by the distribution of institutional buildings with organized criminal needs, signing Procedural as logical sequence abusive by chairs, and now have the signature of at least one judge, and is it violating the Microsoft and Google? So we must have launched the arbitration on California, USA. And all third interest since 2014 at least, considering the Portuguese sports entity on Rio de Janeiro, the Ernest Young auditing the Brazilian sports system and the organized crime on it as transnational organized crime, share information with the Interpol, the OECD, or any other player against the organized crime at the sports having match adjustment, bad system for laundry, hiring process for laundry and payment of stars at the sports player, whatever. Or the abusive procedure from public department to choke specific institution, and the sponsorship from public department having the contribution as Ponzi scam and multi-level association by criminal partners. And third interest as this sports entity and the IBM considering my email and optimizations since 2014. For instance, the relational database SDB2, which was worthless, and we by traces maybe can have this used for something as relation, crossing with other instruments, and all based on America development and interest, maybe sharing this the very first day with the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the US Defensive System, having the NATO later and the ACD, and you can confirm by email. Just take a look. And after have this as arbitration, with the violation of Google and Microsoft, Rio de Janeiro City, Saquarema City, RJ as Rio de Janeiro, Federative Unit, National State, Brazil, unable to present the information required to the international system, considering my activity at this international system as international citizenship, despite my citizenship as Brazilian got denied by Brazil and Brazilian system as my requirements and interests against the organized crime. So, we must move forward some way. Then we will check the number 2, the West Judicial Power having the case as antitrust, economic espionage, and all abuses by state and state power, considering the violation of United States of America's premise at the U.S. preamble, freedom. If got made by a judicial order and it's abusive, it's confirmed by this judicial power, which implies the state power encouraging this. And this is a fact you can't deny anymore. Then the antitrust justice will require all cases at the arbitration related with the as having got sourced as violation of my private space, basic rights, guarantees in Brazil during the international cooperation by the Article 4, clause number 9, observe the Article 1, clause number 4, I think, and the guarantees 5 items, or Article 5 guarantees 9, 13, 12, 22, and 5 as a compensation and the reply as a strike back by law. We are on different sides, not only by the charge, but by the position. You are the offender, I am the victim. I'm not related with the organized crime, especially as a single creditor. You use this to expose you as organized crime inside the debtor system, which is the institutional array in solidarity by failures at least since 2014, complied not only by me, but the OECD, the UNODC, which is the United Nations Office about Drugs and Crimes. Going on the institution, it's a big joke. Don't you agree? Can you picture a Ministry of Justice or a Ministry of the Supreme Court doing drugs and related with the organized crime? It's a clown. Or, a pussy. Number 2, the U.S. judicial power by the special function as antitrust justice, which is an euphemism as anti-mafia, will require all cases at the arbitration and having compiled a unique case to have a single decision and avoid this problem in Brazil. If you have a misperception about facts, you have a single workflow. If you have a bad decision or a corruption at the workflow, at the structure of work, as breakdown structure, you have a unique structure of work to research and audit, and we are doing the audit as preparation, as the current time, and maybe forever. The audit is part of the control PDCA, Damian. It's something that goes on and on. Then we'll check the number 3, similar cases from violation of my private living, equally treated by the US judicial power. Number 4, institutional dialogue with the all architecture that we evoked, considering the NATO as interest, the Interpol, the OECD, and anyone else against the organized crime. Number 5, which is the number 5, database Sigma industrial project as self-defense from my private living. And at my private living, you are really abusive and invasive criminal system and via the debtor system by chairs that she wouldn't like to be charged, face the consequences, and have institution pay the bill, but you will have to suffer all this. And the database Sigma consolidated as big data, budget Brazil, global events 2014 at least, up to present time. So, can you present the information now? No, because we have a fraudulent system. Players with you, qualified as you, by equity or what yes we do. Then we will use this database Sigma from as a regression with utility even as local use at the antitrust justice in the United States, passing through California as arbitration with third interest on it. If you complained before as interest, you must present now at the arbitration and be under the examination of the antitrust justice. If you are related with the organized crime, you have 2 options as a choice. One, keep related with the organized crime. 0, not keep related with the organized crime, putting out listed investors, listed names at your company as chairs or CEO or members, at your business at the criminal activity, cutting ties and having the disruption as mandatory need for your security as company. If you have pieces related with the outlaw and got notice as the majority, you are outlaw. And there are no guarantees as outlaw. If you suffer a hack attack, a strike, or a bomb, you can't complain as outlaw. You can't be victim of a risk system if you run the risks at the system. See, it's one of the property of system management. Exclusive decisions, COBOL, is all about this. It's optimized to work like this. Then my duty is closed. And we have the need as judicial order to pay and do the accomplishment. As you observe at the video posted, the ambition allowed the research, the payments inside the limits of the ambition. I do not have words with the criminal system. I talk with the judicial power and the courts of justice. To them, talk with the offenders that I don't like. Really, I don't want the citizenship. The payment will be made and will be stored at a bank reliable, not related with the organized crime, as a judicial account. And all operation as antitrust investment system always with open data against the organized crime. If you are a criminal member or a crime member going at the financial desk to request the investment, and you got there identified as a criminal or a crime member, you can be sent to jail. Always with open data, never linked with the offenders, including the Brazil. Any question? Have a great week, and that's all.